Wow, look at that sunrise on the mountains.
It is so peaceful up here.
Best view in the world. Totally worth the cold.
It's amazing. A little nerve-wracking, but compared to the city, it's completely peaceful.
If you cross that mountain ridge, there's the main trail leading down to the lower station. The path is steep, but the view at sunrise is unbeatable.
Houston and I scouted the area yesterday. It's quiet, secure, and well sheltered from the wind. It's the best spot to take cover if needed.
Well, even if we have to deal with power outages, I doubt we could ever find a better view or better company.
Since the weather cleared up and we're all stuck without power anyway, what do you say we take a walk along the mountainside? It'll stretch our legs. And honestly, the fresh air beats sitting inside waiting for the lights to come back on.
Count me in. A little movement will keep the cold at bay. Just lead the way, Angel. I'm game. As long as someone brought an extra thermos. I'm ready to explore.
A walk sounds good to me too. Let's just make sure we don't go too far before the temperature drops again.
Back on Mars, everything is engineered, dome-filtered, or terraformed down to a precise algorithm. You never see wild, untamed wilderness like this. It's breathtaking. Standing here with the real wind and the sheer scale of untouched geography. I know what you mean, Huston. Even in 3020, most of the old forests back home are heavily managed or restricted zones. It's a completely different level of reality.
Make sure you get that angle, Mason. The light refracting off that ridge is textbook natural optics. Centuries of climate shifts couldn't completely erase how majestic this planet used to be.
The data on this tablet is looking good.
Wait, did you actually do that? This is definitely going online.
They are completely ignoring us. This tablet is working.
That is so funny. Perfect shot.
Wait up!
All right, everybody squeeze in. Let's get a picture with the ultimate backdrop. Say no power, no problem. If anyone asks how we survived the blackout, we're just gonna tell them we became professional mountain models.
Honestly, this beats staring at the cabin walls by a mile. Moin, get in here with us.
Only if my scarf looks cool in the shot. Don't want the folks back home thinking I froze without style.
Bring it up higher, Ryan. Let's get a wide pan of the entire Valle Valley Ridge. The resolution on this lens is going to capture every single pine tree. Way ahead of you, Leo. Watch this maneuver, sweeping down over the tree line and then rising up to catch the whole group walking along the trail. The lighting right now is absolute perfection. Check out this view! We are finally here! This is amazing. Look at that vast valley. Everyone squeeze in!
Wow, that sky shooting looks absolutely incredible.
I'm really glad that video turned out so well.
Hey Houston, come look at this. The footage from our shooting just finished processing on the laptop.
Your pulse is stabilizing, Leo. The cellular regeneration is working. Though, I have to say, your focus seems a bit too intense for someone who just lost half his blood volume. Your recovery is quite remarkable. Most people would be worried about their own vitals. You need to take care of your vitals.
My vitals are secondary, Houston. When you have someone like Angel making sure you don't slip away, recovery comes easy. Right. Well, your cellular regeneration is doing the heavy lifting, not just good bedside manner. But keep resting. We still need you functional if we're going to stay a step ahead of the board. You know, Leo, a 21st century local who just got dragged into a temporal hit squad's crossfire doesn't usually look at someone like they're the only thing keeping the universe together. Most physicists would be shaking in the corner right now, not staring at Angel like that. When you nearly lose the only person who matters to you, Houston, protocol tends to lose its appeal. You see things a bit more clearly.
Right.
Clarity. Let's make sure that clarity extends to our OPSEC. Because right now, your focus is entirely off the board, Leo. And if you think I'm gonna let outside distractions compromise this safe house after I just saved your life, you've got another thing coming.
Stop it, both of you. Houston, he just recovered from a severe gunshot wound, and his body is still processing the regenerative tech. And Leo, please, just rest. We don't need arguments right now, when the board could still be tracking us.
All right, Angel. For you, I'll keep quiet. I won't cause any trouble here. I will always be here for you.
For you?
He says it so easily, right in front of me. Why does he look at her like that? Like he has more right to protect her than I do.
Just make sure he rests, Angel. Carl, Mason, keep your eyes on the perimeter. If the board finds us because of domestic drama tonight, none of us are making it out of this century. Hey, lover boys and secret agents. Hate to interrupt the staring contest, but perimeter sensors just flickered. The board's drones are sweeping 3 blocks east. If they ping our thermal signature, we're done. Mason's right. We need to move Leo to the back room, out of line of sight from the front window.
Houston, he's everything to me. When he crashed into my world from Mars, bleeding and hunted, I risked everything to pull him out of the wreckage. I love him. But Leo has been there since we were kids. And tonight, he took a bullet meant for us. I can feel the weight of his love in every glance, and it tears me apart because I can't return it the way he deserves. Yet I can't just ignore what he sacrificed. But Leo saved us.
Is there really no other way? Don't look like that, Angel. I didn't step in front of that crossfire for a thank you note. We've known each other since we were kids, and no matter what century you pull men from, or who holds your heart now, my place has always been right beside you. I would die to protect her. He's right. He's her childhood friend, and he bled for her just like she did when she saved my life on day one. But seeing him look at her with that kind of enduring, generational devotion, it twists something fierce in my chest. I fell for her the exact second she saved me from the Martian wastes. I've spent every day since praying she's mine. But looking at the two of them right in the room, I realize I'm fighting a ghost. She is flesh and blood and standing right in the room. All right, childhood loyalty and heroic rescues aside, if we want any future to fight for, we get him into the back room right now. Move.
The board's signal must be bouncing off the outer grid. If they get any closer to this sector, we're gonna have to blind their sensors manually from the junction box outside.
You're not going anywhere near that junction box, Angel. If anyone goes out there to splice the lines, it's me. You've already risked your life pulling me out of the Martian wreckage, and you've sheltered us all here in your home. I'm not letting you walk into the board's crosshairs. He's right about the danger, Angel, but he's wrong about letting him shoulder every burden alone. Whether I'm from 2026 or standing in the middle of a war from 3020 knocks on the door. I chose to take that bullet for you, and I'd do it again. You've made your point, Leo. You're fiercely loyal, and you've earned every right to stand in this room. But make no mistake, my history with Angel started the day she saved my life under a dying Martian sky, and I'm not about to step aside just because you have the advantage of time and old memories.
Both of you, just stop! You're both acting like my life is a prize to be won or a territory to be defended. I'm not a trophy, and I'm not a casualty of war.
Houston's to save you because I couldn't let you die, and I'd do it again. But Leo took a physical bullet for me, when his world has nothing to do with time travelers or boards. You both carry this heavy, blinding devotion, and it terrifies me because I don't know how to carry the weight of both your hearts without breaking something vital.
Hate to puncture the dramatic tension, guys, but unless one of you has a superpower that stops thermal imaging drones, Angel's emotional crossfire is about to be interrupted by a very real, very lethal firing squad from 3020. Mason's right. The board sweepers just jumped a frequency. They aren't 3 blocks away anymore. They're turning onto this street. Show me the feed, Dad. What's their exact trajectory? Two scout drones leading the vanguard, 3 armed operatives right behind them. They're locked onto the residual temporal displacement's signature from when we warped in. They aren't just searching, they're zeroing in on the house number. If they're tracking temporal residue, then masking our thermal footprint won't be enough. They're hunting the localized energy bleed from your gear.
Leo's right. We need to create a decoy signature.
If we route the remaining power from the house's solar grid into an old appliance or a spare battery out in the detached garage, we can overload it and send a false spike that pulls them away from the main house.
Brilliant. Mason, grab the spare containment battery from the toolkit. Dad, help me rig a frequency bypass. We'll dump the residual trace into the garage before they turn the corner. Consider it done. If this explodes in my face, I'm billing the board for dental.
Bypass is live. Sending the temporal bleed pulse. Now!
It worked. Their Vanguard drones just altered course toward the garage. We bought ourselves a window, but it won't last long, maybe 10 minutes before they realize they've been looped. 10 minutes is all we need to map out our next move. But once the board figures out that decoy, this safe house is burned for good.
Then we don't wait 10 minutes. For them to figure it out, we pack up the core tech, wipe the local server, and move before the smoke clears from the garage.
She's right. Dad, get the portable drive scrubbing. Mason, check the perimeter. Make sure the decoy is holding their attention. We're heading underground through the old storm cellar before they double back. Go ahead and lead the way, Captain. Wherever this underground route takes us. I'm not planning on letting a little shoulder wound or a 31st century board keep me from finishing what we started. Dad, erase the node logs. Mason, you're on point. Angel, stay close to me.
You can try to order everyone around, Houston, but don't expect me to hide behind you. Angel's safety isn't just your mission, it's my entire life. Save the heroics for when we're actually out of the crosshairs, Leo. Because if you slow us down in those tunnels, neither 2026 nor 3030 is gonna save you from me.
Enough! Both of you. We survive this together, or we don't survive at all. Now move. The decoy isn't going to hold forever. We're being overrun! Fall back! Fall back to the secure room right now! The decoy in the garage just blew! The main squad is pivoting back this way right now. We've got maybe 30 seconds before they overrun the front.
You look like hell, Leo. Good thing Lily and I brought extra medical packs, or you'd bleed out before the 31st century even got the chance to execute you. EMP deployed! That'll blind their immediate visual feeds, but it won't stop a thermal sweep. We have to clear out, now!
Listen, whoever you time travelers are. You might know how to jump through centuries, but this is our city. If you want to keep Angel safe, you coordinate with us. We hold the choke points in the storm tunnels.
Reinforcements, local resistance. All right, I miscalculated. If you know these tunnels, you take the vanguard. Mason, Carl, back them up.
We move now! We move now!
We have to stay quiet. They are right above us.
The primary sensors above us completely blind. Lily's EMP did the trick, but we've only got about 5 minutes before the board's rear guard switches to manual optics. Watch your step, Leo. The footing down here is slick.
I'm fine, Myra. Just keep moving. As long as Angel is in front of me, I won't lose my footing. He doesn't stop. Even with a bullet in his shoulder and half his blood on the floor, he treats her like she's his entire universe.
Damn it! He's right here in her world, fighting her wars. While I'm a ghost from a 31st century timeline she only pulled out of the fire.
Ren? Ren, what's the layout of these drainage pipes up ahead? Does this line still connect to the old railway hub? Yeah, it loops right under the old district terminal, abandoned years ago. Perfect blind spot for temporal signatures. If we can reach the junction before the board adjusts their sweepers, we can ditch them in the labyrinth.
Then that's our route. Nora, guide the front with Ren. Houston, you're with me covering the middle. Let's get out of here. Together. The board's automated sweeps are cycling back. Whichever way they went after the garage decoy, they've realized they've been looped. They're scanning sector-wide now.
Then we don't stop moving. I didn't crawl out of the pass just to get cornered in a 6-pipe. Keep your eyes on the junction ahead, Nora.
Junction's 10 yards out. But look at the ceiling grid. Old fiber lines are severed. We're gonna have to manually splice the terminal doors to get into the abandoned station.
Move aside. I can bypass the circuit manually. But I need someone to cover the rear sweep, in case their optics catch our heat signature through the concrete. Got your back, future boy. Just work fast. The board isn't gonna wait for a formal invitation.
You can do this, Houston. Just like you figured out the Martian grid. And when we clear this station, we figure out the rest. Together.
I told you on day one, Angel. Wherever you are, that's where I belong. Let's finish this.
Doors are clear! Everyone through, now! The board's manual thermal sweeps just locked onto our previous frequency. They're right behind us! Move, move, move! If anyone lingers... You're buying a ticket straight to a 3020 detention cell.
We made it this far. Whatever's waiting on the other side of this station, we face it together. Right, Angel? Yeah, Leo. We face it together. Now keep moving. Our future starts on the other side of this tunnel. We're safe. For now.
Safe? In this abandoned place?
Look, there is light ahead.
Well, that was entirely too close for comfort. If Lily's EMP had delayed by even 3 seconds, we'd all be wearing 3020 tracking collars right now.
Hey, my timing is immaculate, Nora. Though I wouldn't mind finding a vending machine or a functioning power grid for about 12 hours. You all risked everything tonight. Myra, Lily, Nora, Ren. You smashed through a wall. And Leo, Mason, Carl, Houston. You bled for this.
As long as you're safe, Angel, there's nothing I wouldn't risk. My place has always been right here with you, no matter what storms follow us. He's right about one thing. We survived this because we stood together. Local resistance and futuristic tech, turns out we make a pretty formidable team. But this terminal is just a temporary breathing space. The board knows we're here now. What's our next move, Angel?
Houston is right about the board. They'll trace our thermal wake within the hour. But they're looking for a resistance cell, which means we split our forces to survive. Ren, Nora, Myra, and Lily, take the western perimeter and secure the old transport tunnels. Mason and Carl, I need you to scrub our server logs clean so the board can't mirror our code.
And what about us? You're not leaving me behind, Angel. Wherever you and Huston are heading to shake the board's main tracker, I'm going with you. He's stubborn, I'll give him that. But Leo's right about one thing. If we're going to crack the board's local relay tower to blind their satellites permanently, we need every pair of hands we've got. We hit their comms relay together, or we don't walk out of 2026 at all.
Then that's the plan. We strike the relay tower at dawn. Let's get to work.
You heard the boss. Let's move. Before the board's scanners catch our drift, we'll secure the transport tunnels and keep the escape route open. Server logs are burning away as we speak. Give us 10 minutes, and the board won't even be able to trace what century we came from, let alone where we're hiding. Dawn isn't far off. If we're gonna hit that relay tower and blind their satellites for good, I'm ready. My shoulder will hold. Then we make every second count. Once that tower goes down, they'll be running blind in our backyard. Lead the way, Angel.
We finish this together. All right, Ren and his team have the western exit covered. Mason and Carl are wiping our digital footprint to absolute zero, and we have less than 6 hours until dawn. We rest for 20 minutes, check our gear, and then we hit the relay tower. Try not to bleed through your shirt this time, Leo. We need you fully operational if we're gonna take down a 31st century broadcast grid.
Don't worry, Lily. I've got plenty of reasons to stay standing. When this is over, when the board's satellites are burning and this city is finally safe again, I want you to remember something, Angel.
What's that, Houston?
That no matter what century we're in, or what ghosts from the past try to claim a piece of your heart, my entire future started the second you pulled me out of that Martian wreckage.
And my future started the moment you created my world, Houston. We finish this together, no matter what comes after.
I hate to interrupt the moment, my watch says we've got about 15 minutes left of our 20-minute break. If we're gonna breach that relay tower at Histories, we should probably get our gear locked down. Server logs are officially scrubbed clean to the core. Total digital ghost town. Whenever you're ready to march, the perimeter is quiet.
Then that's our cue. Everyone gear up. We take back our city, and we take back our time.
You heard the captain. Let's make sure our gear is locked tight. Once we hit that relay tower, there's no turning back for any of us. Wouldn't have it any other way, future boy. Let's go rewrite some history.
Perimeter sensors are completely clean.
If the board's manual units are looking for a digital signature right now, they're chasing ghosts in an empty room.
This is it. For our city, for our future, and for every second they tried to steal from us. Move out! Attention. Unauthorized temporal entities and fugitives, designated Houston, Carl, and Mason, are currently operating within this sector. Per Directive 2026B, in coordination with High Timeline Oversight, local security forces have surrounded the district. Surrender immediately.
Angel, we've got a massive problem. The 2026 Federal Police and Tactical units have locked down every exit above us.